Well, ladies and gentlemen, right? Thanks to the great people at DDA and Apple, I have been able to check out The Changeling, right? The new 8-part TV series. It is written by Kelly Marcel, and episode 1 is directed by Melina Matsoukas. Right. It is produced. Well, it's all executive produced, it seems. So, Marcel and Matsoukas executive produce, along with Ali Krug, Sue Neagle, LaKeith Stanfield, Jonathan Van Tulican, Patrick Chu, David Conler, and Megan Ellison. It is co-executive produced by Kalia Neal, David Walkis, and line produced by Perry Creedon and Andrew G. Monroe. So Dan Deacon handles the music, cinematography. We have got Steve Cousins, Christopher Knorr, and Marcel Rev. Right? It's edited by Jeff Ashenhurst, Jonathan Egan, and Jaime. Casting: Brett Howe, Mary Vanu, Jason Knight, and Christine Krumer. Production design, we've got Lester Cohen. Art decoration, Jasmine Chow, Nicole Eckenrode, and J. Ryan Halpenny. Right, set decoration, you have Gabrielle Lamb, Kendall Anderson, and Paige Mitchell. Costume design, Anne Crabtree. And yeah, the cast. Well, we have got Lillian Kagwa, played by Adina Porter, and a younger version is played by Alexis Louder. Right? We recently just saw her in Cop Show. Now, her husband is Brian West, played by Jared Abrahamson. Then we've got their son, Apollo, right, played by LaKeith Stanfield. Now, his wife, Emma, is played by Clark Backo. Her sister is Kim, played by Amirah Vann. Who else kind of is in episode 1? I mean, we get glimpses of Brian's mum and dad. The mother is played by Deborah Rayne, and his dad is played by Brian Patrick Murphy. Who else is there? I think that's kind of, yeah. I think that's our main, the main people we come across in episode 1, I believe. Right? There's a few other kind of people floating around and all of this kind of thing, but yeah, they're our main group of people. So now this is very difficult, right? You don't want to give anything away, right? So the Synopsis that one of them that you see around is set in an alternative New York City. A father and husband searches through a magical world for his abducted son and missing wife. Right? Yeah. I mean, but you don't want to give too much away. Now, probably if you've seen the trailer, there's stuff in the trailer that probably alludes to that. Right. Now, there is definitely more, but yeah. Now, I thought this was fantastic, right? I've got all 8 episodes, so I am so just all about going to check out what happens next. Oh boy. Now, when this drops on the 8th, you're getting 3 episodes, right? And then after that, it's an episode a week until I think the last episode drops on the 13th of October. I feel that's right. It's at the start of October anyway. So yeah, but this, it is so compelling. Oh my days, it is so, like, it opens up with some creepiness. And we're also kind of, well, creepiness maybe isn't the word, but it's like a fairy tale, you know, which is, something that they say about this, right? It's a fairy tale for grown-ups, right? Oh, yeah. What's it say? A parenthood fable and a perilous odyssey through a New York City you didn't know existed. Right? That's what it sold on Apple's site. And that's what the feeling you get at the start. Right? And we are jumping between different timelines because we're following Apollo's parents, Lillian and Brian. And then we follow Apollo and Emma, right? So it's this interesting look and the synergy between the two, right? There's something that Apollo's mum says and he says on both on their first dates, right? And you get a look at Emma, and so between all of these people, some of the connective tissue is trauma, right? But we don't know the extent, right? We don't really know the extent. We get, the cliff notes, but no real detail. So it's just like, Now that's, what we learn, not the best, but there's got to be more, right? But it's done in a way where you're not like, oh, come on. No, it's illogical that they wouldn't go into it. You know what I mean? It's the writing is very good on this. The writing is very good. Marcel has done an incredible job. Now, it is an adaptation of the book of the same name from Victor LaValle, right? It came out in 2017. And, you know what I mean? I'm so fascinated in it. I'm like, oh, should I go and do the book before I finish this? But yeah, this is, man, the way the story unfolds is so good, because a lot of times when we have things that jump between timelines and these different narratives, it can feel a little clunky, right? Or there's times when one narrative is more interesting than the rest of it. And you're just like, if only we could have just stayed in 77, God damn, if only we could have stayed there. That was the best bit, right? Oh, fuck all this other shit. But no, everything is great. Right. So we start in 66. Is it 66 or 68? Oh, 66 or 68. Right. And it's how Brian meets Lillian, which is similar to Apollo and Emma. right? And goddamn, I am a sucker for a little romance, man. And yeah, I like that. I like the perseverance. But good shit shouldn't come too easy, you know? I mean, it could come easy, but you know, like shouldn't expect things to fall into your hand, right? The things that you want the most are worth fighting for, pursuing. And that's what we see. So that was nice. I like that. This you know, books are interwoven into this story as well. And I love literature. Books are great, you know? So it's all very fascinating. It's all very fascinating. The conversations that these characters have, you know, we really get this kind of look into their psyche, into who they are, right? It's one episode, it's just over 47 minutes. But from that, we get a real good insight into these people. Now, you know, there's going to be more, right? You know, we have just tipped our toes into these people's lives, but it is fascinating, right? Apollo's having these nightmares, and we're seeing flashes of things, right? But the thing with that is, what is real and what isn't, right? Because it's dreams. Dreams and nightmares are always this, you know, elevated illustration, right? It is taken to the 9th degree. So there may be little echoes of truth, but then it's interwoven with this other stuff. So when we see this stuff that Apollo is dreaming about, you wonder, right? You wonder, be like, oh, what does this mean? What is true? I mean, that can't be true, right? Because that happens. So is that like, could that be what? So it's just, yeah, it's real intriguing. It's real intriguing, you know? Like there's a couple of things happen which you're just like, yo, what are you doing? What are we doing here? Like there's something that happens with Emma. Like Apollo does something that you're just like, yo, son. Firstly, is that your place to be doing? Right? Because you just heard what was said. You just heard what was said, and you do that? Like, what's happening? What's happening? You know? And then some decisions, like getting on the underground. What are we doing here? What do we do? We know there's issues with these things. So why are you doing that? Like what? You know, it's oh man, it's so good. It's so good. Like the way it's lit, you know, the costumes, just this vibe that we get. It's oh, it really jumps out at you. This really jumps out at you. I want to know more, right? I want to know more, man. It's who was it now? Yes, Kim says something which is like you figure that must play into this story. Also, when she's telling Apollo, you're just like, yo, son, surely you understand what's being said to you here, right? It doesn't seem difficult. Surely you understand what is being said to you. You know what I mean? You're just like, really? Homie don't get it? Really? What? No, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to find out how this unfolds. Oh man, because we don't get into all the nitty gritty. You know, there's more stuff. right? You know there's more stuff coming. So, 7 more episodes to go, people. 7 more episodes to go. Just so you are aware, the other directors involved, right? We have got Michael Francis Williams, who does an episode, Dana Gonzalez does an episode, and Jonathan Van Tolliken does 4 episodes. Actually, right? Because that equals 7. So someone else does another episode. That's the thing, man. Sometimes the listings for these things are pretty terrible, right? But yeah, it is, boy. I think once you watch episode 1, you are going to be all in on this, right? And as I said, 3 episodes drop on the 8th, people. So yeah, I'm sure you'll want to consume those. I'm sure you want to consume those. And this is why with a lot of times I have to wait until something is just about to finish before I get to it, because I do not think I could wait weeks for this to unfold. No. But it is right now, from this first episode, this is one of the most compelling things I have seen on TV in a long time. Now, I've seen some good shows, right? I've seen some good shows, but this was something. This was something. Great performances, great writing, cinematography, lighting, sound. Man, it's all there. It's all like no one dropped the ball on the acting front, I think. No one. Right? Even when we get our dancing crew, right? They all deliver. Right? It's people, watch it. I guarantee you will be digging this shit. I think right, the love stuff, I think that fits in with things like really love, I would definitely say that fits in with stuff like that. And then, man, the like the creepy or the mystical stuff, man, that plays like I don't even know, right? You just think of one of those mystery joints, right? Something that's just like, yo, what's happening here? You know what I mean? One of them ones. It's like they clone Tyrone, kind of suspense, kind of like, how is this playing out? What's going on with this? Yeah, I think maybe those two work well as analogies for what we're gonna see, right? Something like that, or the sun, right? Or that shutter flick. Like it's one of those. It's leaving you thinking, what else is happening? What else is going on? Man, where is this taking us? So I highly, highly recommend you checking out The Changeling. Episode 1 is fire. So I imagine the rest is going to be great. And people, what I will do is I'm going to check out all the other episodes, and drop my final thoughts just before episode 8 comes out. And of course, I won't spoil the ending, right? I'll give you a little flavor, but I'll go into episodes 2 to 7. So that's what I will do, people. But yes, definitely, it's on Apple TV. And yeah, if you don't have it, I would definitely check this out. I would definitely check this out. Or go around your friend's house who has it. Watch the first episode, and that will probably compel you to, subscribe to Apple, because boy, and there's some fun other shit to watch. There's a whole heap of other good shit to watch there. So yeah, the Changeling, people. No, well, I mean, it's just called the Changeling. The Changeling, people. Check it. Enjoy. Peace.